having the eyes to see it. Okay, so that was section 78. I didn't mention there's section 79 and section 80, which are each like 4 verses each. They're just little mission calls. So we decided not to really put too much time into those. You can go read those. But let's get to section 77 now, which I'm calling the mind blowers. Section 77 in Joseph Smith History states, in connection with the translation of the scriptures, I received the following explanation of the revelation of St. John. Now, before we get into this, you and I are not experts in end times prophecy. In fact, I would go so far to say we're not amateurs at it. We've explored the gospel and doctrine.
So humble. You're turning over a new leaf.
We've explored gospel and doctrine in many ways, but I've always left Book of Revelation to other people. I'm one of those, like, I'm more of like, I'll just feel the signs. I don't have to see them. You know, I can go with faith. If second coming's happening sooner or later. Nothing I'm going to do is going to stop it or help it come. It's happening. So we're going to explore what Joseph Smith had to say about this, because I think he's a pretty reputable source on what the Book of Revelation is talking about. And we might explore some of our crazy ideas on some of them. So first he asks, what is the sea of glass spoken in chapter 4, verse 6? And the answer he receives is, it is the earth in its sanctified, immortal, and eternal state. The sea of glass is the earth. Now there's another revelation in section 130 that also talks about this. It says that angels reside in the presence of God on a globe like a sea of glass and fire, where all things for their glory are manifest, past, present, and future, and that it's like a great Urim and Thummim. And then it also says that it's the earth in a sanctified and immortal state. So the sea of glass, right? This is a figurative term. In section 130, it says it's like a sea of glass. But the sea of glass is the sanctified earth. The sanctified, immortal, and eternal earth. Thoughts on that?
Well, we talked a little bit in preparation or while we were kind of putting this together, just this idea of not, like you mentioned, not focusing on kind of the literal interpretation of this, but more of the glory that the earth will have at that time in this state. And really, as you mentioned, this is looking forward more to and is in the process of happening right now as temples continue to dot the earth, and those temple buildings, those holy buildings, actually sanctifying the earth, actually having a physical consequence and effect and impact on the earth itself. And so, sometimes we miss it, but we're actually living in the middle of these revelations being fulfilled. If you stop and look and see, you can see that this is happening now. This sanctification, this beautification, this immortal concept is being fulfilled through the temples, through the houses of the Lord all around the earth.
Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.